Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. In today's journey, we are in Montego Bay and we are heading towards the parish of Westmoreland. Continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to enjoy this journey with me. So let's continue with some phrases that we Jamaicans use. You might hear a Jamaican say, "Me there, you know." Listen to me now. Me means me. Yeah, man, the literal meaning. De means there. Ya means here. You know means you know. So if you were to put those words together, the literal translation would be me, there, here, you know. Which makes no sense, right? Well, the implied translation is everything good or I am okay. So if you were to say to a Jamaican, "What's up, bro?" and they replied, "Me there, you know," they are not telling you that I am here. They are saying, I am good. You ever hear a Jamaican say, "Little more"? Well, little in English means little. More means more. But if a Jamaican tell you, "Okay, little more," they are not asking you for a little more. They are simply saying to you, "See you later" or "goodbye." In Jamaica, if we are referring to a friend, if it's a male, we are going to say brethren. If it's a female, sometimes we say sisterin. In Jamaica, when we find out that someone is jealous, we say them bad mind. Yeah, man. Now, I'm going to leave you with this one for now because we are going to be coming back to more in subsequent videos. You would have heard some vloggers bun me out over an interview that I did with Roshan Pattison, right? Here is my response to them. I am in no pasa with any vlogger. Now, do you know what pasa means? It means mix up. It means Popeye say and that vlogger say. For real though, I am not into that. Let me tell you something. Let me remind you about something, and I am not ashamed or afraid to say it. My inspirations on YouTube, people who I used to watch every day and follow their pattern when I started YouTube are 1. Sir P from Politrix Watch. New Link Production. Yeah, man, New Link. Same one. True Jamaican Buzz. You see the driving style that I have? Me driving around? Me not afraid to tell nobody. I get that from True Jamaican Buzz. On the Spot News Media, he was one of my inspiration. Yeah, man, that type of hard-hitting thing there. On the Spot, big up yourself. Teach them with his interviewing styles and a lot more other vloggers, which I can't even call out all of them names right now. They inspired me. YouTubers, big up on yourself. The word is love. Yeah, man, enough respect. Now, you would have heard the interview that I did with Roshan. It has been making the rounds. Now, if you know how I operate, you're supposed to know that there is a lot more to come. A whole heap more. Just stick around. We are digging and we continue to dig. Just stick around. That was an interview. It was not a verdict. Alright? Now, in today's news, this first incident, it took place yesterday morning. Thursday, October 27th, 2022, about 9:30. It took place along the Howard Cook Boulevard in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. We are learning that 2 men and a woman, they were sitting on a bench under a tent and they were talking. We are told that a lone hoodlum walked up. He was armed with a handgun. The hoodlum robbed the 2 men. One of them is in his mid-50s. He was robbed of under $300, Jamaican dollars. The other one in his early 60s, he was robbed of a little bit under 6,000 Jamaican dollars. The lady who was there, the hoodlum asked her to to hand over her money. She told him that she did not have any. You want to know what this hoodlum did? He put the gun to the right side of this lady's face and squeezed. Bam! The lady fell to the ground, and the hoodlum, he made good his escape on foot in the area. The police and the Montego Bay paramedics, they were called, and the lady, we are told that she's called Miss Jennifer. She was rushed to a nearby hospital where this lady, she was admitted in a serious condition. Just like that. Boy, may I tell you, the mayhem. Now, in this next incident, it took place last night, Thursday, October 27th, 2022, about 7 o'clock. It took place at Hartford in the parish of Westmoreland. So we carried a story last week, Friday, October 21st, and we told you about an incident that took place on the afternoon of Wednesday, October 19th, 2022, about 2:30. It took place at the same Hartford district in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, if you look on your screen, those photographs are screenshots from a video, so they are kind of blurry. But we told you that hoodlum on your screen, his name is Kemar Reid, but he's popularly known as Diejab. Diejab was 39 years old and he was a bar operator. Diejab, he's also an ex-soldier and he went on to become a hoodlum in the parish of Westmoreland. We told you that Diejab, he was shot and killed by hoodlums whilst he was sitting in front of his bar. A lady who was sitting there with him was also shot and wounded. So, it is customary in Jamaica that on the 9th night after someone has died, there is a candlelight vigil. Friends and family of the deceased usually come out and pay their respect. Now, last night, Thursday night, was the 9th night after Diejab was killed. We are told that friends and relatives, they had gathered in the Hartford Square. They were attending his candlelight vigil. About 7 o'clock, we are told that a white Toyota Axio motor car drove up. It is said that hoodlums in the white Toyota Axio, they opened gunfire on the group of persons who were at the candlelight vigil. They then sped away in the car, making good their escape. When the shooting subsided, it was realized that a 47-year-old man was shot. He received gunshot wounds to his right elbow and his left hand. He was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. You want to know how lucky the persons who were at the candlelight vigil were? We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 12 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. You see how lucky they were? Boy, may I tell you. Now, this next incident, it took place Wednesday afternoon, October 26th, 2022, about 1 o'clock. It took place at a place named Jungle District in the Cambridge police area in the parish of St. James. We are learning that an elite team of police officers, and let me tell you something. I don't normally do this, but at the end of this story, I'm going to tell you some more about this elite team of St. James police officers, whose team leader, we are told, will be among 155 top performing serving police officers to be awarded by LASCO and the Jamaica Constabulary Force at a function titled Saluting Our Heroes. This award ceremony, we are told, will be held today. So, stand by. I will be giving you the scoop on this team. So, here is what we are learning. This elite team of police officers, they went to a community named Jungle in the Cambridge area of St. James. They had search warrant. They were searching for that hoodlum on your screen. His name is Daniel Daley, but he's popularly known as MCGILL. MCGILL is 28 years old and he lived in the same Jungle community. Now, according to the police, MCGILL, he was wanted for shooting with intent, and they are saying that this shooting took place in the Cambridge Square in the month of April on Wednesday, October 26th, 2022, some minutes to 1 o'clock. This elite team of police officers, they went to the jungle community in search of Daniel Daley, also known as MCGILL. On arrival in the community, the police went to a shop where several men were seen at the front of the shop. It is alleged that one of them was seen with a gun in his hand. It is further alleged that the police, they called out to the men, and the men, they ran off in nearby bushes. It is said that the men, they opened gunfire at the police. The fire was returned. Now, when the smoke was cleared, one of the hoodlums, he was found in bushes behind the shop. He was found suffering from gunshot wounds. He was allegedly found clutching a black and silver Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol with the serial number intact, and it was affixed with an empty magazine. No rounds was in it. From information received, him squeezed it till it empty. Now, the hoodlum who was shot, he was none other than Daniel Daley, also known as MCGILL. MCGILL was taken to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was pronounced DEAD. MCGILL played stupid games and he decided to take on this elite team of police officers. Now, like I said, this elite team, the leader for the team, who is a sergeant, he will be recognized today by LASCO and the JCF. Now, this team, it is made up of some of the most hard-working police officers in the JCF. We're not going to go back too far, but do you remember an incident that took place on Thursday, October 6th, 2022 at Barnett Lane, where a hoodlum, he was shot and taken out, and 2 9mm pistols plus 13 rounds were recovered? It was the same elite team that carried out that operation. The day before that, on Wednesday, October 5th, the same elite team, they recovered a 9mm pistol and 10 rounds of 9mm cartridges at Plantation Heights in the parish of St. James. A female named Chrissy Thompson, she was arrested and charged in connection with that find. On Saturday, September 24th, the said elite team, they went to Albion in the parish of St. James where they recovered a single action Browning 9mm pistol. It was affixed with an extended magazine containing 19 rounds of 9mm cartridges. A man named Errol Downer and a female named Alicia Hart, they were both arrested and charged in connection with that find. Now, you remember a guy named Akeem Bailey. He was also known as Stammer. He was the guy who was seen on camera robbing a hairdressing parlor in Montego Bay. He also held up and robbed, and this was seen on camera also. He also held up and robbed a female pump attendant at a gas station in Anchovy. Well, on September 23, this elite team of police officers, they went to the Canterbury community in the parish of St. James where they captured this hoodlum. Now, if I should go on, me wouldn't done for right now. But I just want to take time out to big up this hard-working team of police officers. Your hard work and dedication have not gone unnoticed. Let's hope that you will be justly rewarded soon. From Papaya News Links, salutations to you. Enough respect. Now, this next incident, it is clearly a hit. Listen to this. It took place at Bickerstead in the Cambridge Police area in the parish of St. James. It took place Wednesday night, October 22, about some minutes after 9 o'clock. So, we are learning that a lady, her name is Latoya McNeil. On this Christmas Eve, December 24th, Latoya would be celebrating her 43rd birthday. Latoya was a shopkeeper. She operated a green grocery shop at Bickerstead in the parish of St. James. Now, Wednesday night, Latoya was inside her shop when a white Nissan Tida motorcar drove up and stopped at the front of the shop. We are told that at least 2 hoodlums came out of the car and they went into the shop. They were armed with handguns. The hoodlums, they approached Latoya and they pointed their guns at Latoya's head. They squeezed until Latoya, she was lifeless. The hoodlums, they didn't take anything else because they got exactly what they came for. And that was Latoya's life. They then jumped back into the Nissan Tida motor car and made good their escape. You want to hear something else? Listen to this. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 15 9mm spent shells and 7.40 spent shells were recovered from the scene. That's 22 spent shells in total. So at least 22 bullets were pumped into this lady. And we are told that most of them were pumped in her head. So the question is, who put out a hit on this lady and why? Ah boy. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to do it. And if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell, then click all. So that as we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. We are now over 131,000 subscribers. We are growing. Continue to grow with us. Keep on telling a friend to tell a friend. Now, in the final story for today, let me tell you something. These youngsters, them need to understand that having a gun, whether legal or illegal, is no joke business. Playing around with a gun can result in either you or your loved one losing their lives. You see, once that trigger is squeezed and the hammer hit the bullet, you can't run in front of the gun and stop the bullet again. And you cannot call back the bullet. Hear this now. Wednesday night, October 26th, 2022, about 11:30. That guy on your screen, his name is Nicardo Grey, but he was popularly known as Ryan. Ryan, he was only 18 years old. He lived in the Cornwall Courts area of Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. Now, it is said that they were at a house at Jamaica Terrace at Cornwall Courts. A lot of youngsters were also in this house. One of the guys who was in the house, his name is Godfrey Brown, but he's popularly known as Nico. Nico is about 22 years old and he lived nearby at a place named Cottage in the Salt Spring area. It is said that these guys, they had an illegal gun and they were there toying with it. The allegations are that Nico, he put the gun to the right side of his friend's Ryan's face and he squeezed. Bam! There was a long silence. When they realized what had just happened, everyone started to panic. Nicardo Grey, also known as Ryan, he fell to the ground with blood oozing from the right side of his face. His friend Nico, he was heard crying. Dog! Dog, me never mean to shoot you, dog. Me never know so one did in the head, dog. Me sorry, dog, me sorry. But guess what? That sorry was too late. It is said that Nico, he then left the house and went away. Ryan, he was rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was pronounced DEAD. We are told that Godfrey Brown, also known as Nico, he later returned to the scene whilst the police were there, but he returned without the gun, of course. He was taken into police custody and he's now facing a murder charge. And his friend, Ryan, is here no more. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Vlog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica. mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, what a shame. But me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cancer and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals